to Robert Klah. Rob.
I mean,
oh, they know the Kwame is low. I did down. Oh, the mood did down small.
Charlie, so in line with the legacy
yeah,
the parents, I think that it's the same thing that you can talk about when it comes to Bob Marley.
Okay.
You know, so he's dead, is gone. But if you go and check how much money that particular estate is generating so far, it's been incredible. And that's one of the things that we need to be able to look at. How we can allow the legacy of the fathers or the people who have contributed their quota when they are gone. How do we ensure that these things keep running? And that's one area that I think we can probably have a proper conversation on. Take a few, artists who are dead and gone, and how they've been able to manage their estates. The biggest earning artist last year was a dead person, Michael Jackson.
Last year.
Yes.
Biggest earning
artist.
Crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? So if that is happening elsewhere, and we are here actually doing comparison with him, let's also compare what work we need to do to ensure that we are able to reckon what we are supposed to reckon.
Sure.
So all I'm saying is that that's a conversation that we can have. I think it's a good topic, just so that we understand what it means, life beyond music beyond the artist's lifeline.
Yes.
That kind of conversation. In terms of immortalizing what Daddy Lumba has done, I want to take inspiration from a scripture that says that our lives are epistles. And basically, it being an epistle means that it's sort of like a scripture that offers you an opportunity to learn from. He's lived 60 years of his life. Each phase of his life comes with a lot of lessons. If you ask me, that's one of the biggest ways we can immortalize somebody. To pick lessons from his life, the values, the things he eschewed, how he conquered, how he overcame, how he lived for whatever purpose he had, and finished off in the way he did. That comes with a lot of lessons. This morning I was thinking about it, and I found about 12 incredible lessons from each of the things I was reading about him. 12, and I was like, okay, this is me just this morning. You can just imagine if somebody actually sat down for quite a longer time, you'd probably get more. So let me share a few.
Okay.
The first one is the God factor. He constantly, if you listen to his songs, he acknowledged God consistently. His gratitude to God was unquestionable, and he had so much gratitude. And only for me to also discover that he started in church.
Yes.
That's a song he was doing crowd before he went into highlife.
A choir leader.
Yes. You understand what I'm saying? So I like the fact that his foundation was firm, was based on the solid rock, so to say. Another element is the fact that he remained a cultural ambassador.
Yeah.
It didn't matter whether it was in Germany or not. He was not ashamed to project his language. And with your language always comes the nuances of your culture.
True.
Because anytime you speak, it comes with all the elements. And even when you could feel the funk and the reggae elements in his music, you could also feel the local parlance coming through with everything that we represented. Or that we represented. So he was a good ambassador for culture. Then I like the fact that he never went silent on his mother. You would hear the mother's name in the advice the mother gave him, or him eulogizing the mother whatsoever, appreciating. So when somebody says honor your mother and your father, I don't see anything bigger than this. I mean, well, there could be many more things you can do, but I like the fact that he didn't fail to project that. And then his messaging, I think that I subscribe to the belief that life doesn't happen to you, but happens for you. So for as long as life is happening for you, there are many experiences that you are going to get. And each of these experiences is the basis or serves as the grounds for him to be able to produce the kind of music. Because everybody keeps saying that there is music or there's message from Daddy Lumba's songs for any occasion, which simply means that the guy is he's gone through quite a lot of things. He's singing a song for Theresa, his girlfriend, who helped him get there, right? Help him to get to to Germany. And he's different songs like gospel and God bless women and like name them in there, all of that. So the different experiences, children of the future. So the different experiences he had, clearly you can see all of these things come through in his messaging, which is the reason why everybody's got a piece of him in terms of whether it's for lovers, whether it's for nation building, whatsoever. You find him there. And then I also, one of the things I also learned that, I pray I don't miss it, is identifying your destiny helpers. Like, when your destiny helper come, how not to miss out on them. How to know that this particular girlfriend can help you to get to Germany. How to meet a certain Nana Champong, and even though he's a colleague, you would listen to him and do highlife.
Yeah.
How you marry a woman who will produce your first album. His first album was produced by his wife. You understand? How he met Bodestega, who gave him a sound, the Bibijiju sounds and all of that, like the destiny helpers. How not to miss them? Because maybe Martinez is a destiny helper. Can I even recognize him when he brings whatever I don't know, but for him, I think that the narration of his life clearly tells us so many things that you can learn from it. And the fact that he accepted his talents. This is me, I can sing from from secondary, and he was singing, and he continued, and he would go and look at his role models who are in a band, and he would learn and pick lessons, and he would continue to Germany. And I heard him saying that he was a very brilliant student. Academic wise, he was scoring A's constantly, but he still knew he had to, follow his passion, and he followed through. In fact, look, from 89 when he released that album all the way to 2000, he was releasing albums every year.
Yeah.
In fact, in some year he was releasing like 2 albums. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like he discovered his talent, he understood it, he developed it, and he deployed it. And and it goes on and on.
He was a great man.
And Kwame, just what are the other things? Let me just add this last one.
All right.
Look, the guy was. I read about him, and he was so diligent in his work. In fact, I don't know. I think it was Mark who was saying. I'm not too sure who was saying.
Come on, say.
Yes. Former deputy minister.
Yeah.
He was saying that. I'm not too sure whether it was him or somebody else, but how he was involved in every facet of his music.
Andy Dusty.
It was Andy Dusty.
Yeah.
Good, all right.
Okay.
Every facet of the music. So he's not just creating and writing the music and leaving. No, he will write, and then he will be part of the composition. In fact, I discovered he has a record label.
Yeah.
Lumba Productions.
Lumba Productions.
Yeah.
And so he's there. He struggled for he went to Germany in 83.
Yeah.
In 86 he was ready to release music.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. But he released in 89.
Yeah.
That waiting period, that struggle for 3 years from 80. When he got the chance, he now he got the element of full production. Now here he has his entire studio at home and everything that he, for managing the production process. And I'm like, wow, this is like heavy, investment into the very thing you want to do. So I think if you want to immortalize him, if you're thinking of one of the ways to project him, clearly, obviously, pick the lessons that you can learn from him, and let's discuss this year after year, and let's position him clearly as a social hero. If you go check the definition of social hero, I think he is one of such, and we need to be able to project him in that particular light.
This is Hitz.